Welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. We have a very green 66 Nova, and I was thinking, I really like the designs Hot Wheels laid out on this one, so I think we're going to try to replicate these with like masking. I do want to change the color. I would like to add an engine, definitely a wheel swap. So we're going to be pimping out this little 66 Nova today. Let's get started. And just for fun, I wanted to just check this out. I just wanted to see what I could do with these big old rims. Man, that might be sweet. So we'd have to just dump this thing on the ground to make that work. You know what? Maybe we should. I mean, these are ridiculously humongous, but man, that could be real sweet. We'll see. We'll see. We'll put these on the back burner. I'll definitely have other wheels that will work, but if I could put these big fatties on there, man, that'd be sweet. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and strip this. Get some of these. And since this is a multicolored car, I'm going to give it a little scuff. Not sure what the theme of this car is going to be. I'm kind of thinking like a SEMA show car, you know, something really over the top. Big motor, big rims, nice paint. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I'll put some of this jelly on here. Oh, look at that. Hell yeah, man. Look at that. If you guys ever have questions about what products and stuff I'm using, in the description of the video, there's a little link there for Amazon. I got everything I use listed in there. If I forget anything, please let me know and I will upgrade the list. If you have any questions, pretty well everything's listed there. So have a look-see if you got a chance. Pimp. This is working really well. It'll all come off in one chunk. I'm gonna go grab some hot soapy water and a brass brush. Give this a good scrub. I'll get this all cleaned up and I'll be right back. That works good. Well, hot damn, that didn't even blow out my gloves. These Nova tail lights are never very nice on these castings, unfortunately. First thing we're going to have to do is we got a raised center piece on our hood, so I'm going to have to drill right on that raised piece. So I'm going to file it flat and we'll make a mark there for our drill bit so we can get on it nice and center, if you know what I'm saying. So we'll just slap a disc on there quickly and we'll just grind out a little piece of that there center trim. I've already filed our circle into a square, just like so, and I'm going to keep on filing till I can get this big, delicious blower through that hood. It's going to be sick. Let's see if this here motor's going to fit in there. Fits pretty good, actually. Fits pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know how much blower we want to see. That's probably a realistic amount of blower. I like that. I think we're going to stop right there for now. I could clean this hole up a little bit. Now, let's see if we can't put these big wheels on here. And we'll just do a mock-up with the engine and see how it looks, okay? Before everybody freaks out. And I got the back one's kind of just sitting in there, and the front one is just barely in there as well. Why did this get so bright all of a sudden? Am I dying? What the hell? Alright, so I got the back wheels just sitting in there in the factory spot. And the front one as well. The axles are a little bit larger. So let's just have a little quick look-see here. See what's going to happen. Oh, baby. That looks sick. Hopefully we can make that work. I think we can. See if I can't sneak the engine in there as well. Can't quite snap the front together with the engine in there, but hell yeah. Yes. This will be right up there with that Charger we did. Did the engine swap on, candy paint, pimp. Cool, so I think we're going to go for it. These are ridiculously huge, but I think it's going to work on this model. Just because these Novas are pretty well all lowriders for the most part. This casting, they're just slammed. So we're going to keep on going here. Turgiddy Farms. We need a bigger axle. That should work. That should work. Integrity. And we'll just leave that just like that to dry, and I'll probably do the same with the rear. As usual, I like to try to tie the engine into the interior if I can. So I got a couple dabs of glue holding that in, a little quick set. And that was tested with the glass, so it should go pretty easy from here on out. Boop. Boop. Pimp. We'll give this another mock-up. This time we'll use glass. She's rolling, but she's not spinning free. But that's a pretty mean looking car so far. Sweet. Look at the back wheels on that thing. It is insane. I think if we started with a really heavy gold flake, and we did a light coat of like a brandy wine, I think we'll end up with something pretty special, but I'm not sure. We'll just go for it like we normally do on this channel, and have a little integrity, and we'll get this done here. Alright, here's our car. We're going to start off with a little bit of light colored primer, since we're going to be doing a gold, and try to get as much brightness under our paint as I can. Alright, so we're going to start with the Dirt Track Brown Candy 2.0. And I've only used this color, I think, once. Going to add a little bit more red. We're just going to take our time putting this on. I don't want to lose that gold too fast, so let's give this a shot. Alright, so we're going to stop right there. A little bit of gold I can still see through the paint. So I think we're at a real kind of reddish orangey color right now. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to leave this where it is, let it dry for a few, and then I'm going to go do some taping. Maybe we'll tape off some speed stripes. I'm not 100% confident with what I'm doing with our next step here. I've got the car masked off, and I got some heavy heavy gold flake. This is called Hot Rod Sparkle. Oh, that's a real nice specimen, Mr. Johnson. You can see the sparkles are laying down okay, but they're kind of few and far between. So you need a pretty big tip on your airbrush to get those big sparkles through. So I'm going to put a little bit more of our gold plating in there. And I'm just going to mist that area. Alright, I've got speed stripes marked out here. I'm going to just mist in some gold carefully. Clear coat now, or should I do a little trim on there? I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to paint the trim. If this turns out to be a mistake, well then, lesson learned. That silver line should darken up quite a bit once the clear coat hits it. This should get a little bit darker, so I think we're going to be okay. Might as well go ahead and clear coat this, and I can't wait to see what these stripes look like. But yeah, I'll get clear coating and then I'll meet you back at the bench. First impressions, the gold to reddish contrast. I likey. I don't know how set I am on having the chrome the chrome trim there. I know I needed something to break up the body, I think, with the big rims we're putting in, but I don't know, we'll see. The top is just beautiful though. That would look really nice on like a Bel Air or something. Barely even have a Nova vibe anymore. So let's put this thing back together and see what we came up with. Oh my goodness. Another little work of art for the old shelf. Gotta love the candy paints, you know. Can never get enough of them. I wish the gold showed up a little bit better. Let's hit it with a little bit of light here to see what the effects are like. Yeah. I'm digging it. I think it's sick. Alright. Let's get up on the rotisserie. I don't know, I think it turned out pretty slick, if you ask me. Definitely feeling it. Really nice looking candy paint job on that bad boy for sure. No sparkles on top of the car. The only sparkles we got are on the side, so. Anyways, guys, that's another one in the books. I hope you liked this video. Leave a like if you did. Tune in next week for something else crazy. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.